Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. Thank you so much for all the views and the comments this week. It's been great to see your comments. Listen, on an eventful week for West Ham and the videos that I didn't really want to make, but it's only fair, as I say, as a West Ham channel, that I've made the videos that I've made this week. Thank you so much for all your support and any new subscribers out there and comment subscribers. Big thank you. Love the journey. So it's Leicester versus West Ham on Sunday, guys. It will be the 138th meeting between the two teams. Leicester are currently sitting in 12th on 26 points, and it has to be said, they're not living up to standard. Pressure is definitely building on Brendan Rodgers. The last game last night, obviously they lost to Liverpool 2-0. Jota, one of my favourite players in the Premier League, really giving them a tough time. And obviously the weekend, they were FA Cup holders and they went out really convincingly to a Nottingham Forest team 4-1. A really disappointing result for them. As I say, in a competition that they did win last year. Their top goal scorer is obviously Jamie Vardy, but he is out for this game. James Maddison, a good free kick taker, and obviously Patson Daka, a player that we were linked with in the summer. Last season, we did beat them 4-1, one of our best victories and arguably one of our best performances of the season as well. Obviously, there is the Chelsea and the Liverpool games in there, but the Leicester game was a game that I really enjoyed. And at the time, it was a game where, we were both sort of, trying to be that, that noisy neighbour that's making the noise into the top six and the top, someone to go and upset that apple cart. And it was a big game at the time, and it's still a big game on Sunday as well. Obviously, last season at their ground was a 3-0 win. Again, arguably one of the best performances of last season as well, that 3-0 win. A fantastic performance on the day. With a Leicester team on form that time. This time they're not so much in form, but that's where it makes them a little bit more dangerous. Their strengths, guys, are finishing and creating chances and coming from behind. They, when they have been behind, they still have that skill, they still have that character to come from behind and pick up results. Their weaknesses is protecting leads, defending on the wings, set pieces, aerial duels, and they foul a lot in dangerous positions, which could suit us if that is the case again on Sunday. Their style of play, short passing, they like to play in their own half. They've got a non-aggressive style, it's very much a, quite a relaxed style. And yeah, the team usually, as a team, I actually like them as a football team. But this season, just not quite there. They feel a little bit off this year. Out for them, as I say, definitely Jamie Vardy. Wesley Fofana obviously has had his issues. And then Casaniga as well is also out for this game. I think I pronounced that right. Poor performances recently from players like Tielemans, Soyuncu, that have been big players in the past. Harvey Barnes as well, and Iheanacho have all, been hit by the sword and cut by Brendan Rodgers in recent games. So all things are sort of matching up together. They've had a lot of injuries and the players out of form. A bit like what the purple patch, that little patch that we went through at Christmas time. They're sort of going through that at the moment. Hopefully it is a good time to play them and we can, pick up a result. I expect them to line up with a 4-2-3-1. That's the sort of formation they sort of go with all the time, and Brendan Rodgers prefers that formation. With Schmeichel in goal, Pereira, very good right back. Big fan of him. Armtier in at centre back. Ndidi, Wilfred Ndidi of all players, has been playing at centre back, and I would expect him to carry on potentially playing there at the weekend. Thomas in at left back, maybe Lewis. Sorry, Justin it is, isn't it? Maybe Justin may go in there as well, so that's one that remains to be seen. A midfield of Tielemans, Dewsbury Hall, and Albrighton and Maddison. And Lookman and Patson Daka up front. For West Ham, Moyes is remaining adamant in his press conferences that Kurt Zouma is available for this game. So I would definitely expect him to play this game. Listen, I'm totally against it. I'm totally against, what has happened, and I can just keep going on and on about. I even proved, look, just standing with my calendar now. What is my calendar of kittens? I'm an absolute massive cat lover. So, I'm not making this up. Oh, just going in front of the camera there. So, listen, if Moyes is going to play him and he feels that the club has punished him and the sponsors have pulled out, then it's on Moyes, do you know what I mean? Listen, at the end of the day, it is true. He is one of our best players. Arguably our third best player behind Rice and Bowen. Moyes has got to win football matches. It's not Moyes that has done this. Obviously, his brother has been banned for Dagenham and Redbridge. I'm sure this discussion will go on for a very, very long time until it's fully investigated by the RSPCA. But it does look like he's going to play, and that's the end of the subject for me in terms of Kurt Zouma, because we could just keep going on and on and on about it, and there is a discussion to have. Animals' lives are important, but obviously that is the stance of the club and David Moyes at the moment. For me, Manuel Lanzini also definitely back him with a shout to start this game. I thought he was fantastic when he came off the bench the other night against Watford. He arguably was the game changer in that game. As I keep repeating, he's a player that is trusted with passing. Moyes trusts him. Moyes trusts him. Rice trusts him to pass the ball back, to share the ball. Lanzini doesn't mind taking it in tight places. He can score a goal. He can create a goal. For me, he has to play this game. In terms of outs for us, it's only Masuaku and Ogbonna. There's no other major outs in this game. I'd expect us to line up as per usual with Cresswell, Zouma, Dawson, Soufal, Fabianski in goal, Souček, Rice. I think it may be Benrahma, Lanzini, Bowen, and maybe Fornals maybe out of this one, or it might be Benrahma that comes out and Fornals covers that left-hand side with Antonio up front. Antonio is desperate for a goal, needs a goal really, really badly. Obviously, Bowen is shouldering that burden at the moment and looks fantastic, and it would, please me nothing more for Bowen to go on and score, 15 goals this season. He's second in goal involvement in the league. He's, arguably one of our best players at the moment. He's been absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Antonio needs a goal, and hopefully one can come against Leicester. In terms of records, guys, I know some of you like hearing the records. Moyes has played Leicester 11 times as a manager, with 6 wins, 3 draws and 2 losses. Moyes against Brendan Rodgers, again, very similar. Played 11 games. He's beat Brendan Rodgers 6 times, drawn twice, and only lost to Brendan Rodgers 3 times. And for those that are also interested, Rodgers against West Ham played against us 13 times as a manager, won 6, drawn 2, lost 5. So very, very equal records, to be honest with you, against West Ham and against Leicester, respectively. It's a good time to play them. They're in a bad form at the moment. They're coming off the back of a few bad performances. They've not won a game since January the 8th. I know there's been that break, but they're yet to get a really good result yet this year. So we've got to go there. We've got to have a bit more energy than what we did against Watford. And teams have sort of half figured us out a little bit now. We're playing the 2 deep line centre backs, and it's up to Moyes to try and think of a new idea or some sort of surprise package that we can take to these teams. I think both teams will score in this game, but I think we could, if we have a good performance and can take some of our chances, I think we could win this game 2-1. And it will, keep us in good stead. Obviously, a few results went our way, but obviously the Arsenal result didn't go our way. And it's just about keep winning your games whilst them other teams are sort of catching up their fixtures and hoping a little bit the results go away. But all we can do is keep winning our games, and just hoping. That's all you can do. At the end of the day, we're out of control on what happens on their games. We've just got to concentrate on our own games. Anyway, guys, thank you so much this week, and thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, keep believing. Come on, you wines. Let's go.